Canada's unhoused youth are the most vulnerable populations in the nation. Many entered homelessness by fleeing dangerous situations where they're exposed to physical, mental, emotional, and sexual abuse, even in their own homes. Once they escaped their tormentors, though, these past experiences then became the very demons the youth can't escape because these live on in their memories and in their bodies. What are they to do when they are continually traumatized by their reality and do not know of any safe, supportive, or caring adults to turn to in their distress?
And this is where substance addiction frequently takes hold. The mind often can't recognize the difference between a flashback and what is happening in the present. And a vicious cycle of re-traumatization happens as these youth relive their abusive experiences. The substances seem to help by numbing or repressing that internal agony, maybe almost quenching the demons or taming those fires of hell that feel as though they're threatening to consume them. Please hear this. The substances provide a sense of help when no other compassionate and tangible assistance is available or nearby.
I wonder if these youth have become the lepers of our modern-day church mindset. We do feel love and compassion towards the underprivileged, but perhaps a part of us wants them to stay outside our camp so that we can retain the feeling of safety, comfort, and predictability in our circles of churchgoers. If they stay downtown on Pandora, for instance, then we believe that we are safe and we can feel comfortable.
And yet the writer of Hebrews tells us that we should remember those who are imprisoned as though we are imprisoned ourselves. To remember those who are traumatized and who are suffering as though we ourselves are traumatized and suffering. We are called to place our feet next to the shoes of these youth and journey hip to hip with them. Because the thing to also remember is if you've ever been in real suffering or experienced a sense of real imprisonment, you know you can't see the way forward. You need a companion for the journey, to be with you, to keep their eyes on Jesus so that you may know how to take the next step. Where are you two going? Well, Jesus says to you, the guide, let them come to me. The kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these.
But let us remind each other of this. Jesus is not physically sitting under a sycamore tree, waiting for us to bring the poor and vulnerable to come and dine with him, or to touch his robe, or to be held like a lamb. He calls us to rise, to follow. He sends us to seek, to heal, to clothe, to feed, and to provide the covering of compassion.
Teresa of Avila, a famous Christian mystic from the 1500s, wrote these powerful words. Christ has no body now but yours. No hands, no feet on earth but yours. Yours are the eyes with which he sees. Yours are the feet with which he walks. Yours are the hands with which he gives compassion on this world. Where will you take his hands, his feet, and his eyes? Dear church, how will you offer that tangible compassion by remaining within close, safe spaces?
It was mentioned earlier that our youth live through a hellish nightmare where memories haunt like demons and the fires of trauma threaten to consume them. I'm reminded of the words of William Henry Booth, the founder of Salvation Army, where he said, "Not called, did you say? Not heard the call, I think you should say. Put your ear down to the Bible and hear him bid you go and pull the suffering and the dying out of the consuming fire. Put your ear down to the burden, agonized heart of humanity and listen to its painful wail for help. Go stand by the gates of hell and hear the damned beg for aid. Then look Christ in the face and respond. You, dear church, are the living Christ. How will you respond?"